Good morning, or for the rest of the world, good afternoon, but good morning. I'm still on, I'm working nights at the moment, and it is currently 31 degrees, currently 31 degrees outside, so it is just very quite hot at the moment. Which is lovely, but obviously when you're trying to sleep during the day because you're working nights, I finished work at like 9:30 this morning, something like that. Which is a lot. Trying to sleep during the day is not going too well. So we're going to get up and we're going to try to make the most of the nice weather and try and make the most of the day off. First thing we have up to do today, my old man, my dad, has his motorbike stuck on the driveway of the house I used to live at with Tom. So the goal today is to put some fresh petrol in, see if I can get it to start. If it will start, then I'll ride it around to my dad's. We'll go from there and just get it back to his, back away out of Tom's driveway. You know, polite thing to do. Then we're actually going to go see a friend of ours, Rob. I'm finding this in the van a couple of times, actually. There's been some people, like, hasn't parked up either at the river or anywhere, really. What people will do is they'll just stick their head around and go, "Oh, hi," and they'll just sort of sit there and chat and introduce themselves and say hello and things like that. It's happening more and more. It's really cool. I like it. So Rob's one of those. He came in, we ended up nattering for a little while, and he has potentially offered us the use of his driveway over the course of the winter. He's got some property in Ipswich, and he said that, you know, there's one of the drives just sort of tends to sit empty, and if we want somewhere like to regularly park up when the weather's miserable and things like that, then we can use that. So it's always nice to have another park up spot. I don't know, you know, I'm not going to use it all the time or anything like that, but it definitely is a bolt hole from time to time. Perhaps it might be quite cool. So we're going to go chill out and hang out with Rob a bit later today. I've got the day off, got the evening off, finally. So maybe enjoy a beer or something, or a bottle of wine, don't know. So that's the plan, pretty much. Just kind of help my dad out, and then just kind of chill out. I've got some editing to do. Trying to edit the third episode today, so maybe get some of that done as well. First though, van's a bit of a mess, so it's going to be tidying up time, and then we can get on with the bike. So. Done. That was awesome. Oh, I need to get back on the motorbikes. It's one of those moments that you're sort of riding along. I used to ride all the time. I used to ride exclusively. And it's one of those moments that you get back on the bike. Just a smidge. You get back on the bike and you're just going on, you think, oh, I miss this. I really miss this. something, if you've ever ridden a motorbike or had your bike license and things like that, you'll know what I mean. There's something not quite, there's something special, particularly when you get yourself like on a special bike like that sort of thing. It's not just like a standard thing. There's something about those bikes that got a bit more soul than others. Yeah, defo maybe. I'm enjoying van life. I'm going to keep that up. But I'm definitely, I think, somewhere on in the soon-to-be purchased list is going to be like a little bike, like a little cafe race or something that I can store and just sort of weekend rider it. Do you know what I mean? Just go out for the occasional thing. I can store it around my dad's, I'm sure. Yeah, that's definitely, I reckon next summer that'll be part of the project. Anywho, let's just get packed away, head for a cup of tea, and then maybe meet up with Rob. I've not had a message from him, so message him, see if he's still about. But yeah, catch you in a bit. Oh. Good morning. Good morning. So we had an interesting day. It was great sitting there just chewing the fat with Rob, you know, having a good time. It was nice. He let me stay on his drive. We're currently parked there. Yeah. It was a good evening, just sort of relaxing. Now it's time to edit. So we are going to park up somewhere new. I think I found there's something called the Orwell Country Park. There's like a country park near here. I'm going to go see if the car park is free. I'm going to see if there's space to pull up, and if there is, you know, maybe pull up somewhere nice. Open the door, make some breakfast, do some editing. That's the plan. So let's go have a look, shall we? Oh, that's a no-go. For this car park anyway. This is what we're dealing with every time. They don't seem to want taller vehicles coming in. Now I understand why. Classically, the travellers and things like that, there's been a lot of people with taller vehicles that would not necessarily be as they wouldn't necessarily be as helpful and welcoming and clean up after themselves as you would hope. Now I can, it looks like, park outside it. I'm just wondering if I should. So, found a place, sort of parked up. It does have a height restriction, but it also has another entrance that's not height restricted. I think that's probably meant to be blocked off, but it's not. So I figured this was as good a place as any to get some editing done and sort some stuff out. But I have just seen over there, up on, let me see. I don't know if you can see from here, but up there, there's a bunch of like weird flag things. Not entirely sure what that really is. But I can see some people up there having a bit of a picnic. So I think I'll get a bit of editing done, and then I may just go for a walk. There's no dog, but I may go for a walk. We'll have a look. Time to get to work. So, editing's kind of half done. I've got it nearly there, but I'm just getting a bit snowblind looking at it. So we're going to enjoy the sunshine a little bit, go for a bit of a walk. I want to find out what they are. Probably nothing, probably just wind farm, but I'm going to go see if I can find it and walk. I did realise, I'm doing my editing, because of course there's all the phone footage and stuff, it's all like shaky cam. And I was sitting thinking, God damn, if only I had something, oh wait a second, I do. I got this ages and ages ago, it's a little gimbal for the phone. So hopefully, take that for a spin today and see if it improves the footage. Let's go. Holy me. This looks amazing. Like these things. These things there. They look... I mean, I thought for a second they might be like solar powered or something, because they've got like that kind of sheen to them. But I don't think so, actually. I think they're just drifting on the breeze. Kind of beautiful. Oh, what a view. I was right earlier. The houses in front of me there. Imagine that balcony. You wake up in the morning to this lovely view. I don't know if you can see. There's like farms. That's actually, I think, the river down there. The breeze up here is lovely. I quite like this spot. Got a new favourite spot. See the van down there? Parked. Just casual. There's no signs restricting parking. I'm always quite conscious when you're parking up. It's important to listen to the local signs when they say no, like camping, don't camp. You know, any restrictions I tend to abide by. There's none written there. So maybe I'll stop overnight here a couple of times. Come have breakfast up on the hill. It's beautiful. Really peaceful. I didn't expect this. The whole thing was just me looking for somewhere just to sit up and do some editing. But I might just chill out for a bit. It does surprise me sometimes, just how much you can find in your own backyard. I've lived in Ipswich pretty much all my life and had no idea this was here. Didn't sit around all day though. We did actually get some editing done, and then after sort of taking some of the views, it was off to my old house to collect a package that may or may not have been delivered. So, yeah. So what I have here is a brand new hob top. So that's going to go in on the kitchen side. And hopefully be a lot more efficient with gas, and yeah, and then I won't have to cook on the floor, which is always nice, because that was the problem with the main camping gas system before I had. It was good, but it had no chill. There was no low setting for the heat. It was boiling or nothing, and yeah, we had to whenever it was a case of whenever it's time to cook. It was a case of get everything ready on the kitchen side, take it all down to the floor and cook it on the floor, which was not, you know, didn't feel good. Didn't feel, you know. Oh, didn't feel like, you know, the proper way to do things. So the plan is to put this there. But obviously that's going to take some work. So I'm going to leave this neighbourhood. I'm going to go to the my favourite sort of chill out spot by the river. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. I'm going to take a moment to myself, because it's been a very stressful 24 hours. And once that's done, we'll look at getting this installed and what we need to do and what we need to have. So, yeah. Feeling good. Right, frustratingly, I've just had a better idea. So, hob top was bought, intending to put in on the site. Let me show you what the idea is, what the plan was and what the plan is going to be now. So the plan was, hob top is going to go in here. The thing is, it's going to be a slightly larger hob top, so it's actually going to go from like here. It's going to take up quite a large section of this side. I was going to put it in vertically, and then I found out that you actually can't have it. You can't have the gas too near to the window, because that's bad for it. So it needs to go sideways, which means it's going to take up pretty much all of the space we've got available. Not ideal. The other thing I don't like is my sink. I think it's very cool. I think it's quirky. I like the style, but to actually use, it's friggin' tiny. I can see myself reflected. Hello. To actually use it's friggin' tiny, and I splash it all over the place. And for living in full time, it's just no good. And as I'm sitting there contemplating, what do I do about this and the side, I look at what was going to be my seat. Over here, I had planned to build a large kind of bench, much like these, a large bench area. And in that bench was going to be actually the toilet. Was going to sort of go in that bench. So we had a usable covered toilet area there. But it sort of occurred to me that there are better ideas, and what I could do is go with one of the old plans, which was to build another kitchen side here, coming out, and the old plan was to put the hob top there and have the fridge underneath. But what if I got a bigger sink, put the sink there, had all the water and that lot underneath, easy to access from outside. And then over here, use the hole we already have to make a hob, to put the hob top in. I can have the gas underneath and probably have a better gas system that's refillable. I can punch a hole in the van, then refill it from outside. It's actually much cheaper to refill the gas that way, because that camping gas thing cost 35 friggin' pounds. And when you get the larger bottles, they cost like a tenner to refill. So that's quite a lot of money. The problem is that plan B, this new plan, means that I've got to spend more money getting a Butler sink or a Belfast sink. Belfast? Dublin? Belfast sink? I think it's a Belfast sink. So that's more money I've got. If you ever start van life, welcome to being poor, basically. My outgoings are so low, and yet the project itself just keeps like coming up with these little doodads. So, it's only £110. Oh, it's only £150. Oh, it's only £100. But you need all three, and now you need to come up with £500 out of nowhere. Yeah, so welcome to being poor. I'm genuinely not sure which to do. I think I'm going to have a word with my friend Matt and ask how much time he thinks it's going to take to get this thing built, because I really need a better sink, and I need my oven in, my hob top. If he thinks we can get this built soon, then maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Lots of different options. We can do anything we want. That's the beauty of it. But because we can do anything we want, I'm then sort of paralyzed by choice. I don't know what's the best thing to do. So the more I think about this second plan, the better it's going to be. It just is. I'm going to be living in this van for potentially years. So I think it's probably best to take the time, take the little bit of extra money, and get this thing done. Go shopping for sinks now, again. But that's actually all I'm going to have time for this episode. Trying to keep these episodes sort of short and sweet, in about 20-minute, a run. The outpouring of love and support I'm having from you guys honestly keeps me warm at night. It is superb to hear all the positive feedback, and friends of mine saying that they're looking forward to the next episode and things like that. So thank you. Honestly, all of you, thank you. It's been wonderful to see you out there, see your support so far on this crazy journey that I have seemed to have got myself in on. That's all going to be from me this episode. Like, subscribe, join the find me on the social medias. Links will be down below. Until then, I guess I'm going to see you guys in the next episode. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to be shooting a wedding, so that's going to be happening. I'm not sure how much of that I can or should capture, but yeah, I'll be shooting a wedding and doing anything like that. So who knows? Maybe they'll want to get involved. Anyway, thanks so much for watching all the way to the end, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Oh, that was try this again.